Hey, Will, I know you hate OpenAI's new text-to-video generator, Sora, but this week they released some incredible art that human beings made with it. I want to play some of it for you and get a sense of what you think about it now. Again, human artists use this tool just like a paintbrush to make incredible new art. Take a look and let me know if you still hate it. And Chad, please share your thoughts as well.
I will.
No one wants to hear Will tee off on tech innovations for an entire segment. This is Sora versus Sasso. Check it out.
Sora versus Sasso.
Sora I know who will win that battle.
Some new shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is basically what OpenAI did is they gave access to Sora to a few of these kind of like digital artists and stuff, just different people that were, I guess, trusted by them.
Okay.
So Shy Kids is one of them. And they made this video.
This video is called Airhead.
Yeah.
By Shy Kids.
Yeah. It's about a guy who has a yellow balloon for a head.
Oh.
All of this footage is created in Sora. Look how realistic this shit looks.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable. And there's a little narrative thread. Basically, this video is the guy's narrating, like you can see the text there on screen. But he's kind of just talking about what it's like to have a balloon for a head. It's, in my opinion, this is a consistent character, better than we've seen done yet. I know it's just like a yellow balloon head, but still,
it looks very real. I will say, for those who are listening, we are watching this balloon floating across all sorts of landscapes. Oh, there's some orcas. Here's some Formula One race cars, a castle somewhere in Europe, all sorts of shit. It's skating with a selfie stick. It's at a concert. Oh, there's some swimming.
And
it's
the motion,
at a party.
like those little kids. He's at a kid's birthday party and they're jumping around. He's in a party. He's giving the peace sign. The motion of these things is so good. No text-to-video generator can currently do this. They all have this kind of slow motion-y effect, you know?
Wow. Well, that one, okay, that's kind of interesting, I'll say. Yeah. But D at the top of this said, hey, Will, these are human artists using AI as a tool, which that completely jives with me. I love that. AI should be a tool. If it gets out of line, then, as I like to say, we pour water on it and we end this weird experiment.
But when you're saying it gets out of line, like, do you think a pickaxe can get out of line or a saw can get out of line?
We're not talking about a pickaxe or a saw here.
I agree.
Yeah, but okay, look, here's the thing about the one that we just saw. There was a need for AI in the video. We're looking at this this piece of art that a digital artist made. This filmmaker, because he's using he's a filmmaker. I'm using air quotes.
Well, nobody is really a filmmaker anymore. Nobody's using film.
Yeah, but this was impressive because there was a need for the technology that the AI provided. Otherwise, well, you could of course do it with a bunch of CGI, but someone who's probably leaning more towards being a consumer when it comes to making an entire thing. This is a person who's a digital artist. Of course, they can go around. And Shy Kids, it was fantastic. But that one I liked because there was a clear need for something outside of the scope. What I didn't like was all the other non-people in it.
What do you mean?
Well, they were not people, the other people.
Yeah, just like in any crowd scene in any movie.
Are you saying that background actors are not people?
In most big crowd scenes, it's all computer-generated people.
Well, then, what about Braveheart?
Right, that was a different time, dude.
That was a different time, dude.
That was before.
Braveheart was the video, making popcorn,
I'm saying that for things that are like that, we're looking at labor. We're looking at the cost of time and labor to do like a big crowd scene.
Yeah.
Even now, Hollywood knows it's cheaper and faster to just digitally put in a crowd. In the very near future, you won't even have to do that. You will just type in, I need a crowd, and it's there in the image.
Then there's absolutely no artistry there. In my opinion, there's absolutely no artistry at all there. Oh, okay. We're looking at the next one. And,
this is a cool one.
Ooh. Okay, wow, there's some rocks and a chunk of gold. We're moving around.
I would guess that the prompt was like gold atoms being smelted out of stone.
Oh,
something like that.
Right. And as long as it took you to write that, that's what farted this out. Congratulations, Paul Trillo. Paul Trillo! His name is Paul Trillo. Fucking Trillo.
gold atoms coming together to be
What's happening?
Pressed into the golden record.
What is that? Is that a CD or a record or some kind of ninja star?
I think it's the golden record.
The golden record. You talking about Creed's golden record for Arms Wide Open?
No, I'm talking about the golden record that we sent into space as human beings to try and communicate our society and species to any alien race that may come across Voyager 1 or 2.
I says, pardon? What's that? Oh, there's
I would say that's probably Voyager 1 or 2.
What are you talking about? What happened?
Voyager 1 and 2, I believe they were launched in the late 70s into space. Yeah, the golden record.
Okay.
They were launched into space by NASA essentially to just probe the cosmos.
Okay.
And on each of them on board are golden records, the golden record, which contains recordings of human voices. I believe Carl Sagan's kid, speaking of Jaeger Creed, I think Carl Sagan's kid has a voice line on there that says, "Welcome to Earth," or something like this. There's math, there's some graphic representations of certain things on Earth, and there's songs. I want to say Johnny B. Good is on it.
So what aliens out there are going to have a fucking record player, though?
Any aliens that have superior technology to us.
They're going to figure out.
Yes, they'll figure out how to play that.
Okay,
100%.
I'll give you that conceit. Also, I find it suspicious that Carl Sagan himself, who was alive in 1979 or whatever, didn't want to be on the damn record. He smelled a rat.
No, he was a part of the whole thing. He was part of determining what was on the record.
Oh, it's not that his kid did it because Carl Sagan didn't want to do it.
His kid is like 6 years old.
Oh, so he put it. Oh, I see what he did. He did that cute thing with the kid.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. But the problem with this is it's something that already happened, Chad. This Voyager shit is some shit that actually happened in real life.
Yeah.
And all some dickhead. Sorry, I don't mean that, Paul Trillo. But all you did was you typed it in.
But it's not just typing it in. This is what I think you're misunderstanding. The art of getting like imagery out of text to video, text to image, or anything, even getting ChatGPT to do things that you want it to tell you answers or whatever. The art of working with AI is communicating. Everything is language. We are just making the language that we need to communicate with these image generators simpler and simpler, so the average person has a chance at it. Right now, I mean, barring some of the AI stuff, right now, you need someone who is highly technically proficient that can basically speak a language that they are trained to learn in college or maybe by YouTube, whatever. And those languages are programming languages, or if you're like a video editor or graphics designer or whatever, you need to know whatever program that you're using to make that shit intricately. It's like learning a language. Now, the language you need to know to get those images and videos is just the language you speak.
Okay. I'm picking up what you're laying down. So long as a human being is doing it, because in my opinion, as Free Will Sasso, art is human being to human being. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't necessarily know that.
Welcome to
here's
Beyond
another one.
Our Reality, a journey through parallel worlds, where we delve into
Don Allen Stevenson made this, and it's
episode 1
sort of
unveils the giraffe
nature thing. We're
stunning
looking at
hybrid that roams the savannah with grace.
Flamingo giraffe.
Yeah.
Very
In
interesting.
episode 2, we ascend with the flying pigs,
Flying
charming
pigs.
creatures
Those look
that
a little more
redefine
cartoony,
the
but still
skies
pretty
with
cool.
their
Yeah,
harmonious.
okay, so you made a cartoon. That's nice.
Episode 3
Look at the pig's
plunges
dick.
us into the depths
Animation
to discover
is
the whale puss.
everyone's gonna be able to do
Whale
animation.
and octopus
Everyone.
ruling the oceans.
Yeah, not with any sort of human
Episode
artistry,
4
though, Chad.
introduces
It's
us
just
to the eel
you're
cat,
just
an
putting
aquatic
shit
enigma
into a
that combines
computer,
the sleekness
and
of an
the
eel with
AI is doing
curiosity.
the art. There's cats with eels,
Episode
even though they
5
don't look
presents
like.
the
But
bunny
we're
burrow
in the
water,
very
a
beginning
delightful
phases of
mix
this.
of
Imagine
bunny
if you
charm
do have a
and
story
armadillo protection.
and you have something you want to tell, you have something you want to do. You now don't
Episode
have to get
6
like
features
Pixar
the
or Disney
horsefly,
to
a
say,
small
okay,
yet
we'll do
noble
it.
creature
You can
that
just make it
buzzes, a
yourself.
blend of
Yeah.
horse-like
All
dignity
right. So then
and
there's a
fly-like
bunny
agility.
with an armadillo
Episode
back.
7 explores
A
the
fly that
reptilian
doesn't
Aru,
fly.
a creature that leaps across the desert with the vigor of a kangaroo.
What does it say? It's a
and
reptile, but
resilience
it's a
of
kangaroo.
reptile.
Yeah.
Okay, so the AI is doing
Our
everything
adventure
here, though, Chad.
culminates in
I don't know
episode
how you
8
could.
with the fox crow.
No,
a
the
fusion
concept of
look,
this.
it's a fox crow.
The AI isn't
freedom,
doing all of this.
soaring
The
through the
concept
forest
of this.
enigma.
Don Allen Stevenson III came up with it.
Join us
I'm going to
on
make a
this
weird nature
mesmerizing
video
journey through
that has all
Beyond
these
Our Reality,
weird
a journey
amalgams
through
of,
parallel worlds,
horses and
the
flies and
marvels
flamingos
of
and
unknown.
giraffes or whatever. That concept was created by a human being who then sat down and typed prompts into Sora to get those images. That person then cut them all together and made that piece of art.
No, the AI did it.
I mean, I simply don't agree. The AI is just a tool. It's like when you go online and you want to make a collage of something and you take a bunch of different pictures from a bunch of different places and take it into a photo editor.
With your hand?
Not with your hand.
Oh, we're not talking about real collage art. You're talking about...
I'm talking about like when you make memes and stuff. And people just pull images off the internet. They, in some kind of photo editor, usually on your phone, you just cut it all together. You're not making those images.
I'm not being naive.
Sure.
I understand the technology, of course, advances, and it's easier and easier to use these tools.
Sure.
Whatever. Okay, so that was cute fucking animals that are half-end Island to Dr. Moreau shit. Actually, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's Poor Things. It's the movie Poor Things. Did you see Poor Things?
Didn't see it yet.
Oh, you got to see Poor Things.
It's on my list.
Oh yeah, you got to see Poor Things. Poor Things, man, oh man, that was a fucking great movie. And that's something, I don't want to give anything away. Well, this doesn't give anything away, but Willem Dafoe is a bizarre doctor with a very troubled past who doctor, I'll put that in quotes, and he makes some Island of Dr. Moreau sort of things. There's like duck dogs and shit and half animals. But here's a movie. Now I'm keeping in mind everything that you are saying about tools, okay?
Yep.
But I believe that there's so much that's just the AI doing it on their own, random, willy-nilly, based on the prompts. They go into the AI. The issue that a lot of people have with AI is, where does that stuff come from? Where
does anything pull anything from? It's just here. It's a memory thing. All the books that I've ever read in my life have been synthesized and regurgitated into all the books I've ever written in my life.
Yeah. Okay.
The same AI does the same thing.
All right. I got to think about this shit a little more. All I'm saying is, in Poor Things, I don't think that, and this is, we're talking about short films here that people are taking an idea and, using AI as a tool. I don't want to give anything away from Poor Things, but it is a very interesting concept about a woman moving through a lifetime, but through a portion of her life. And you get sort of this truncated experience that really shines a light on all sorts of stuff. The performances are fantastic in it. And that's most of my thing. When I say I'm trying to sort out how I feel about it, I just think that we shouldn't be replacing, actors
basically.
With AI. Okay. We're looking at another one here.
Yeah, now look at this. What we're seeing here is basically
this is also Paul Trillo.
It's just like a camera zooming through these different sets, different images. Now we've got a person who is a living disco ball that is now transforming into a ball and floating into the air.
So Paul Trillo dumped a bunch of the shit into a computer
But look, this shit is fascinating.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
We're zooming into a pyramid, into an ice cave. It's one continuous shot. To actually make this, the effects that would be required, the shooting of this would take weeks just to get this one shot, if not longer. And also in terms of like the digital artists that would be required to stitch all this shit together. And here you can do it that quick. Isn't that better for artists, for human artists, to be able to not have to go through the labor and time and cost of all that shit and instead be able to get whatever they want if they're good enough with the tool, if they can pull out of the tool what it can do. That is the real, in my opinion, the true skill of being an AI artist is getting the AI to deliver the thing you want, or as close as you can get to it.
I guess it's case by case, Chad. I hear what you're saying. I agree that AI is a tool, and I think that consumers out there and audiences out there will sort of make their decisions as far as what's interesting and worthy as art, and what's total bullshit that everyone will skip and people will be making so that they alone can watch them.
I agree. But I also don't think that this is like, yes, we'll be able to make movies with this, of course, and TV shows and whatever, of course. But new shit is going to come out of it that we can't even understand yet. There will be new forms of art made because of this. 100%. That's what happens every time new technology comes out. When the movie camera first came out, nobody could foresee that fucking Avengers was going to exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what is happening now. We are in the revolution of basically a new movie camera is just starting. And this movie camera can also make still images, and it can also make songs, and it can also write essays and books. It's just a new tool that can kind of do everything all the old shit did, but you don't need especially in movies, hundreds of people working on a movie set to turn this thing out. You can just do it yourself.
I'm probably looking at it through the scope of being a professional actor. Did you know that I'm a professional actor by trade? That's what I do for a living.
Who, me?
No, me. Did you know that about me?
Oh, I thought you were asking if I knew that about you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry if you knew that.
Thank you. Moving on.
I did know that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
I did
probably
know.
why. Have at it.